first corner. Driver number 1 looking to the inside of 2. Second place, sets himself up for a pass going into this carousel. Is he going to be able to get his nose in there? Go.
Welcome to the Iron Thunder Racing League. Here today, drivers are currently in their qualifying. They're at Rockingham today. It is a little bit of a throwback track. Rockingham is not on the official NASCAR schedule, but it's a fun track to drive, in my opinion. You see some stats there. It's a Cattle Co. 200 here, a little bit under a mile track. Turns 1 and 2 are completely different than turns 3 and 4. You really want to kind of find where you like to go on this track and really try to run it. There's really not a set lane you need to go, but it's definitely going to be a show here for sure because guys are going to be figuring out what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing. Sometimes that will go good, sometimes it will go bad. Depends on how you drive the track really more than anything else. But they are currently, like I said, in qualifying right now. They will be done here in about 30 seconds. Right now it's Drapeau who's sitting on top. It is Gaudrelot Drapeau. Gojo. Let me look at this up. He told me how to say his name. Godro. Or I think it's Gaudrelot. Drapeau, whatever. I'm just going to say Drapeau for his last name. I'll get this down eventually. But it looks like we have about 28 drivers that are done, or that are in here currently. They just got done with the qualifying. You'll see it switch over there. Replay will pop up, and the qualifying results will pop up. So Eric Drapeau first, Dave Matson second, Brandon Clusher who's third, Christopher Gale fourth, Corbin Hemstreet fifth, Matt Quick sixth, Treston Ott seventh, Kelvin Masseur eighth, 9th, Adam Boyles 10th, John Garrett 11th, Brandon Pamitat 12th, Matt Cherry 13th, Brian Wortman 14th, George Balfons Jr. 15th, Storm Patterson 16th, Brian Mills 17th, Mark Math 18th, Alex Little 19th, Daniel Half 20th, Sawyer Ott 21st, Manning Gregory 23rd, 22nd, Sean Boundy. Yes, it's Boundy, yes. Paul Majewka and Raymond Rittner is 24th, 25th, Josh Coley 26th, Kevin Hash 27th, Ryan Pepelinski 28th, Dylan Hale. Trying to get down what his name was. It's not Bundy, it's Boundy. Yes, it's Boundy. Just wanted to make sure on that. Boundy is what his name is. Guys are currently getting on the grid, so we're waiting for all of them to join. I'll give them a paint refresh to make sure their sponsors are being shown in the race here. As I just saw, it looks like Josh has a bad flu. He's going to try to race. Yeah, I did that one time in an A Open. I regret my choices. That was probably one of the worst things I could have done, or waiting on 2 people to grid here. And we'll get the green flag. And then the next time by 111 laps. Tires are going to wear off here. You're going to have to figure out when do you want to pit, when do you want to stay out. I bet is the question on each other. I would be somebody who would run it dry. And some guys are going to fly around for about the first 15-ish laps, and they'll burn off those tires real quick, and it'll be obvious who does it early on. It won't take long to figure that out, who's cooked those tires for them. I'll give them all a paint refresh. Now you'll see their paints go white, and they will pop in with the color of their paint scheme. I always want to make sure that sponsors are being seen that are on their cars here. That's one thing I'm very particular about. If you have a sponsor in your car, I want it to be seen. Pace car is going to pull off this time by, though. Lights are out on it. 111 laps here. It'll be Dupro and Matson, the top two drivers. Gale and Klusterhuis, 3 and 4. Pace car will pull off. Starter has the flag in hand, and we are underway here from Rockingham. Already got somebody down to the inside. That's the 48 of Pamatat. That'll bring out a caution here. Had to guess he probably got loose on the exit of the corner. We will go back and watch what happened to him. Right here, it's probably going to unload on him. See what happens. Yep, right there he goes loose. That's when the car wants to unload. And he is headed for that inside wall. Let's see if he hits it. Looks like he saves it. Oh, yeah, he doesn't save it. He's bobbling it, trying to get it up under himself. I think he ends up just spinning it finally. Yeah, he just spins it out, makes slight contact with the inside wall. Doesn't hit it too hard, luckily, though, so he should be fine with that. But that's going to be one treacherous part, is off of turn 1, or off of turn 2. That car is not fully set in the ground. So it's going to be really, really difficult to be full throttle there, and that's where guys are going to have to learn. I can't really, drop it down and give it all I want. I've got to be a little bit more picky with how I want to give it the throttle in that type of, or in that corner there for him. But I don't think nobody will come down pit road. We had some people come down pit road. These guys come down pit road. I'm not sure why. Maybe just for some fuel if they're already in the back. Might as well extend your fuel that you're going to have over these guys. And I did get new RAM finally, so hopefully that has fixed my issue that I have had of crashing. I will not know. Just have to find out. I have G-Skill Triton Z Neo RAM now in my PC. I did have Corsair RAM before, and then I ended up getting rid of that. Actually have the old sticks sitting with me. I'm going to sell the new sticks when I get them. I don't know which one is dead. I just know one of them's dead. Zero clue in my mind or which one it is. Don't know the number because it passed all the tests, but I know one of them was dying. Because of how it was acting. It was not acting normal. Again, if y'all are new to Ghost Racing Network, if you don't mind throwing in a subscription here, that will help us a lot. And Iron Thunder Racing League is sponsored by VRX, the Gutter Team, the Ott Company, and Cattle Co. Go check them out on there. As Kelly, you should get these people in here and tell them to subscribe. It can't hurt. They can always take away their subscription. These guys have at least one more lap around, and then they will get the green flag, and they'll go back racing here. That is using a lot of RAM. I'm going to look at some paint schemes that are going through. This can kind of be a little bit of a throwback track for some of these guys. Some guys, they'll just run their normal paint scheme. Hey, what, that 26 is definitely identifiable. That's Gregory. He will definitely stick out anywhere he is. Got a Cheerios-inspired paint scheme, I believe, there. That is Pepelinski. Looks pretty cool. Got Wortman. Hale must be race control, if I had to guess. But lights are off in the pace car. They will go green this time by. As that water does not taste very good. Mother Nature doesn't taste good sometimes, y'all. You got to keep that in mind. But don't want to put any flavoring in it because I don't like sugar. My body doesn't like it. I'm not diabetic. It just does not like it at all. Be pretty much the same for the top. Actually, no, it's going to be a little bit of a change. So Drapeau and then Klusterhuis are up here now. Matson and Hemstreet. So Matson lost at least one position on that restart. Pace car is going to pull off here. And the green flag is back in the air here at Rockingham. Somebody, I think, bounced it off the wall. That might have been Hemstreet. All right, Matson who bounced it off the wall. And you're going to see a lot of difference with guys running lines. You got some guys up in the wall almost. Balfonz is really ripping that high line. That's going to burn up those tires, though. You see smoke coming from somebody up there, getting a little bit loose on the exit, trying to drive it off. One thing guys have to be careful of is how much do you want to burn up those tires, because they will get burned up if you're not careful. You got somebody through the grass. You can hear them up here. They keep it going, though, but somebody was definitely through the grass there for a little bit. Oh, I keep seeing smoke fly. Somebody's loose up here. We're going to see. It might be this 84 on the bottom, because I keep seeing smoke coming from Gale, or in front of Gale. We'll have to see how loose. It was going to slide up right in front of John Garrett. That is a very nice paint scheme that John Garrett's running. He's going to have the 22 of Boyles try to hop down below him. As you see Quick running that high line. So is Cherry. Cherry's running that high line also. So these guys are going to be wrapping it. You saw your Ott back here. These guys, Raymond Rittner is also a familiar name to me. Have to see how aggressive these guys want to run. I don't think they'll run super aggressive right now. But up front, it is Klusterhuis who's actually taking the lead from Drapeau. Drapeau's trying to fight back on that outside. Hemstreet and Matson going at it. Also, we got 2x2 for 2 rows here. Drapeau will maintain the lead. Klusterhuis is going to try to stay on the bottom and wrap it. See how good he can do that. He's going to be really pinched off on exit. That's going to give Hemstreet a run on the outside. Hemstreet won't be able to do anything with it, though. Going to have to tuck in behind Klusterhuis. Instead, decide to ride now. He can't do anything about that. Oh, we got Matson. That steps out from him. Able to save it, though. That definitely stepped out. Luckily, he's able to keep it up under him, but that was a hairy situation for him. You never really want to see that happen when you're driving a car. Once that rear end comes out, you're like, oh, here we go. It's going to get fun here. But Drapeau looks like he's running away a little bit now. Klusterhuis trying to catch him. Right now, he's running 24.15s. So he's got some time that he's been burning off here. It's a question of how much is going to burn off. Either too little or too much too fast. One thing that drivers always have to manage. You don't want to go ahead and cook those tires early on. Kind of everybody's migrated to that top lane in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, they're hooking the bottom. So they're kind of burning up that right front, trying to turn like they are. It's going to be working for some guys. Other guys, it's just going to be not working at all. To how it works. Klusterhuis is pretty stuck to the bottom. He's going to get under Drapeau. Drapeau might have bobbled just a little bit to let him get that run. He's going to get side by side with him. Hang on to that quarter panel. I try to go around him here. He's going to have to wrap the bottom, and I don't think it's going to work because Drapeau's going to have the run off the top. How hard does Klusterhuis fight here? For that position is a question mark. We got Hemstreet ripping that wall. He just went up high. Did a Kyle Larson line almost. Got that high on the track. That was fun to see. I love when I see guys just ripping that high line. Do not know why. I just love seeing it. As Drapeau, oh, he almost squeezed Hemstreet in the wall. Hemstreet will take the lead from Drapeau, though. We got a caution on the track. What has happened back here? We got a slow car. That is Mark Math. Ooh, he got turned by somebody here. Might have came down across the nose. Actually, it's stepping out way before that. Oh, he might have got a little bit of help. Just have to see from a chase view. Did he get some help here? He's going up into 3 and 4. Yep, and he got a little bit of help there from the 45 of Patterson. And he bobbles it. He's trying to save it, and then Patterson finishes him off there. But Math, he's just trying to gas it up there. He goes through the grass. It's actually a relatively, that's a good save from him. Just locks it down, but that's going to bring out the second caution here tonight. So there's going to be a stage on lap 20. So this may be the stage. They have 60% fuel, 50, or not 50. Yeah, if they have 50 sets of tires, we take them every time. But they have 5 sets of tires. Everybody's going to come down except Hem Street, though. It's a dicey decision. Looks like Boundy will stay out also. We got some guys. Half will stay out. Everybody else comes down pit road, though. So we only have 3 drivers that stay out on the track. They're going to get this track position. Must be they're racing for the stage here, if I had to guess. That's the only thing I could think about on why they're doing this. But that's something I'll have to figure out. And maybe, Madsen slipped through his pit box. This is going to be 4 tires on fuel for most of these guys. And if you're coming down here, just take it easy for as many laps as you're going down here. You're not going to be here for very long either. So there's no point in running super hard. Just take it easy. While these guys are done with their pit stops, we will take a commercial break here before the end of stage 1.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Lights are off on the pace car here. They will be going green next. Time by Hem Street, Half, Drapeau, Kloosterhuis, and Gale make up the top 5. We'll have to see if a caution... this might be the stage here because it's lap 21 unless they extended the stages for them. Do not know if they did or not. I'll just have to find out. We'll know here very shortly if they extended it or if they just kept it the same. Pace car's going to pull off this time by, though. Starter has the flag in hand. And we are underway here again from Rockingham. We have the 32 gets put in the wall, spun his tires. The 25 is collected in at the 00. We got a big stack up here. The 15, the 99 quick locks it down. But that's what old tires does. You can't get going that good. We'll go back and watch what happened here. So it starts with the 32 of Daniel Half. Go cockpit view to hear his tires. Yep, and they just spun from that point, and they stack up behind him, so we'll slow us down. 25's in the wall. Boyles looks like he got a little bit of it, what happens here? The 15 of Ott gets into him. The 00 gets a little bit of it. So does the 44. Quick barely avoids that. Just brushes the wall maybe. These guys behind them just stop after that point. That's what old tires will do, though. And that's some heavy damage on Tristan Ott. But Boyles, he's going to come down pit road and see how bad his damage is. It doesn't look like it's that bad. He might just be wanting to get his optional fix in case he does have more damage than what he thinks. It's not a bad thing to do at tracks like this, especially. So, yeah, this has to be, I guess, yeah, this has to be a stage. There's no way they're going to keep on going with it. There's no possible, there's no way. I can't, nah, it's too hard to believe for me. Oh, we have wait, that's where they're watching on Zoom? Kelly, I don't know if you can tell them this, but you can share them this YouTube link if you're still here, and they can watch this also. I mean, it'll work the exact same way if they have, if they have a phone or anything. They can just click on the link and they'll watch it from this. Also, they won't have to watch it from a Zoom call. That's just for me. That's just to get more viewers. Now, if y'all are watching it from like one person's, that's fine. Also, I just didn't know if you knew that you could share this. I mean, you probably did. As Tyler, yeah, that's pushing a little bit too hard. That's for sure. That's what happens. You get old tires on tracks and they don't want to go. Really won't want to turn half the time either. Once that right front gets hot, that right front gets hot, and I mean hot. It always seems to get it for some of these guys. It's just one thing that happens a lot. I was looking at my CPU. It's definitely getting a workout. Luckily, I've overclocked the crap out of this thing a lot, so it can handle this. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. Yeah, so they're going to be getting the green flag next time by. What did I say? Green flag next time by. It'll be Hem Street, DePro, Gale, Garrett, and Patterson. Patterson was involved in that first incident early on, if y'all remember that. Let's see if he can bounce back from that. He's been doing pretty fine. Quick was the guy that got turned off of Patterson's front end. I think he'll be able to rebound, though. I don't think he will be suffering at all. Hope he's not suffering in general. Pace car will pull off this time by for these guys. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway here at Rockingham. Nobody spins their tires this time, luckily for him. Hem Street going to get out to a pretty comfortable lead. He only has to go about 12 laps to get the next stage. We'll go 70 laps to the end, but Rosberg going to try to say something about that. We have, ooh, somebody smoking. That was Balfons off the corner. Sorry, that was not Quick that was involved. That was Cherry, no, not Cherry. Who's I thinking of? 99. That was Mark Math again. I'm sorry about that. Gonna think of the driver associated with the number. We got, looks like we got Alphonse, he's struggling off exit because I keep seeing smoke around him. And that rear tire is going to get hot, and it's going to not want to turn after that. He's keeping it under him, though. I have to see how hard does Depot push on Him Street. Him Street has... You got to keep in mind, these guys have tires, so they can come down and not have to worry about not having sets later on in the races. Depo's going to have a run under Him Street. Try to do something. He's going to go to that top side. Try to get a run, see what Him Street will do. He runs up a lane a little bit. Depo really diamonds that corner off as we see Matt Quick riding that high line here. Trying to get something going. And then there is Mark Math. That was the driver I was trying to say earlier. I had the names wrong. Again, I'm sorry about that. Still learning names a little bit here. We got Depot down on the inside of Him Street. Not going to work, though, but we're going to have the 40 or the 84 Gale rip that high line, get a position there, try to get two. He's actually going to get two here. Going to go to the outside of Depot. He will take that. These guys are bottled up behind Him Street. Him Street holding them off so far as Depot wiggles a little bit off the exit. John Garrett will put himself in the wall there, but he's going to try to go for a lead. Gale will go under Him Street here, try to get the position off of two. Will he be able to do? He's going to be able to put the power down. He did hit on lap 18, so he has the better tires. Going to stay on that bottom line, and he's just going to try to wrap it. He's going to squeeze up the track just a little bit. Him Street will tap the wall. That will give Gale the run down the front stretch, and he will take the lead here from Him Street. Now Depo's going to try to pass Him Street on that bottom line. Him Street's tires are going to end up cooking that right front. Once that right front gets hot, it does not want to turn after that. We got somebody around. That's Balfons. As he will lock it down. That will bring out the fourth caution here tonight. As it was about, luckily he didn't take out that guy above him. Let's see what happened here between these two drivers. We're going to slow it down. Oh, it just steps out from under him, so he didn't even get turned. He disappears there. I guarantee you that 99 had no idea where Balfons was, and when he popped back up, he was surprised also. And the Balfons was still trying to save it. Mark Math is a poor, innocent bystander. This is the second wreck that he's gotten into, not of his doing. Looks like he doesn't get that much damage, though. He goes down to the inside wall. He'll be able to save it. Balfons really doesn't get much damage either. He just locks it down. We'll have to see what Math... Oh, he's headed for that inside or outside wall. Oh, this is going to hurt. And he just pounds it, sends his car up, spins it like a top. And that will dent in that right front. And that actually looks like that broke his steering too. You can see that right front tire is loose and wobbling around. That's not supposed to be like that. That's a rough night for that 99. I mean, it really is. But you're going to have some guys, split decision coming down pit road. Fuel, some other stuff. It just kind of depends on what these guys want to do. But it will be Gale who will maintain the lead. He got it from Him Street. Him Street saving tires. I'm not sure why I'd keep hitting if I were these guys, but we might get Christopher Gale in here. If I can drag him up into the booth. Hey Chris, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Man, so it's 35 laps in the race, but you're leading. So now, how's the car feel for you so far?
Car feels great. I love this place. The car's tough. It's a little loose off the corners, but you just got to be able to manage it. And if you're able to manage it, it rewards you.
So do you feel like this is a track that suits your driving style, or are you pretty much having to learn as you go here?
No, this is a track that suits my driving style. Like here, Darlington, these old surface tracks, old, short, smaller tracks. So.
And well, I'm gonna let you go. Hopefully, I will see you in Victory Lane. Just wanted to check in on you. Keep that lead if you can.
That's the plan. Thank you.
That was Chris Gale, the driver for. I need to ask him what team he was a part of. What team were you part of, by the way? I forgot.
Oh, I am part of All Gas Racing.
All right, thank you. Sometimes we have to drag people out of the booth, so I'll forget every now and then who it was. So I'm trying to put him in there. There his room is, All Gas Racing TV. What his team name is there. But You might notice a little bit of a different display on SDK. I'm trying these new numbers. I actually like them a little bit better. I think they just look more appealing to the eyes, I guess I could say. Oh, so you're having, sorry, I didn't have my chat enabled on my tablet that I was checking it on. Let me see what you said there. Yeah, thanks for, I'd like to watch Zoom Taco Tuesday beer party. That's pretty cool. I mean, might as well just go ahead and sit around and watch some racing. Not a bad idea. Tell you what you should do after it's over, you should go subscribe to Ghost Racing Network. That'll help us grow a lot. At 521, I really think that we can get this channel to 600 by the end of what is it? I mean, March, January, February. Yeah, by the end of March. I think it's very, very possible for us to do that. That all relies on you, though. I cannot make you all subscribe to the channel. You enjoy it. You can always take that subscription back. But Pace Car is going to pull off Gale, the leader here, as the green flag flies in the air. He gets a pretty good restart. Has some guys come down pit road, though. Let's see how fast it takes him to pick through this pack. We got somebody spinning down to the inside. That looks like that may be the 03 of Kevin Hash. Had to guess, probably unloaded on the corner again. That's one thing that we're just seeing on these restarts. The cars are not really up under these guys. I have to see if yeah, he's on that top line, so this is what normally happens. He's trying to turn that wheel, and it's probably going to unload on him and kick out as we have somebody else going to the wall. Who is that? It's an old Spice car. As he gets clipped by Buffons, actually gets turned, as that is Little that we saw hit that wall hard on that left side. He gets turned by Buffons, though. You want to go back and see what happened to Little to have him going down that low on the track. That was an odd thing right here. You will rewind it. As did he get clipped or he just get loose? Now he just got loose. He's up under Cherry. He's trying to put so much wheel into it, and it doesn't grab like it needs to. He just goes down to the inside. Oh, he pounds that hard too. I mean, he slammed that. That is some hard damage. I wouldn't be surprised if that steering is broke. I mean, that is a hard hit. Yeah, that tire's locked up. That's broken steering. And did I actually say coffee? Or did I say copy? Did I say coffee? I'm going to go back and watch. Did I say coffee or copy? I'm actually curious now. I have to go back and check. I think I very well may have done that. I don't know. I really don't. Half the time I can't hear myself because these cars are so loud. But you all don't hear how loud the cars actually are. Ooh, we got some frozen here on you all. I'm checking that. That was actually not a freeze. That was just my stream loading there. So you all are good, luckily. But Kelly, I'm guessing you're cheering on Storm. I just saw your comment there fade back on the screen. It will be Sawyer Ott and Raymond Rittner who will lead these guys to the green flag here. I'm guessing this is also the stage break again because these stages are pretty close with each other also. They're not very far apart either. Yeah, I mean, these stages are lap 20 and lap 40, so this must be the stage here for these guys, if I had to guess. That's the only thing I can think of. But Sawyer Ott leading him back to green here. That's going to be a pretty cool thing to see. How aggressive do you push here? Now, fuel run, I'm not sure what their fuel run's going to be. That's going to be the big question mark for me. They got 60% fuel. I don't know what their mileage is on this track, though. So it's going to be a big question mark. Really think tires are going to wear off faster than anything else. But you see, Tresson Ott's up here also. But Pace Cart will pull off this time by. Starter's going to have the flag in his hand. As we are underway here again from Rockingham, we have someone almost spin their tires again. Is that 03 running a modified? I think he is now. This looks like it loaded in on his screen there a little bit weirdly as we got guys slicing and dicing up here for position. Gary's going to ride that high line, try to get that position on Matson. Sawyer's going to run away with it right now currently. So if I had to guess, these guys will probably pit on lap 80-ish, possibly, and get tires and fuel. Might as well get fuel. Keep that rear end down because once these tires start to wear, the rear end really wants to start bouncing around on them. Back here in the pack, these guys are being pretty nice to themselves. I say nice to themselves, and then they'll start turning each other. Might as well do it. Got him 3 wide down here. That's a 48. Ooh. 4 wide on the wall. Somebody goes into it. That was the car of Alex Little, I believe. Yep, that Old Spice, and that is smashed in that right front. That is not good, and I think he may have broke his steering the way he's driving it. Oh, yeah, he just used his fast repair, too, and that steering is gone. You can see that wheel wobbling around as the caution will come out. We got a wreck up here in turn 3 and 4. The 69, the 15 is down there also. What happened here with these guys? So they're already smoking here, so we will go to the 15. That's Tresson Ott. Did he get turned? I'm gonna go from a rear chase and look. So, ooh, Hemstreet taps him. He's trying to side draft, and he's turned from that. And then, yeah, he locks it down. Hemstreet then comes up and hits him again. He goes hard into the wall. So does Hemstreet. They lock it down. Matson gets involved. And everybody else avoids. Looks like 3 drivers were involved in that wreck there. See, it looks like everybody's having connection issues here while we're having some of the screens go black. But Ott will come down pit road. Get like 4 tires and fuel, had to guess. Balfons will come down Patterson, Quick, Hash, and Half. But Little is, he's had a rough night. A very rough night, because that steering is broke. I'll show y'all what I mean by this. Yeah, that right there is not supposed to look like that. You know, see, that tire is supposed to be, oh, yeah, hit him from the wall. That tire is supposed to be straight. That's camber. Now, that's too much camber. It's the problem. That is not good. I don't think he has a fast repairs. He's probably got no brakes. He has had a rough night, and I mean a rough night. So we're getting all of his optional fixed, but as these guys are under caution here, we will go to another commercial break.
couple of simulators, and this was like very responsive. Especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Lights are going to go off on the pace car here. They will grab the green flag at lap 50 here. A little bit closer to halfway, about lap 55 and a half. That'll be halfway for these guys. So we will have to see how these guys want to drive this track here. Probably have learned 1 and 2, don't go flat out. Never works. Good. You will go around very fast. Trust me, I figured that out the hard way sometimes. Pace car's going to pull off here. Drapeau and Rittner. Top 2 as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here in the Iron Thunder Racing League. Have some guys running some variations of a line here. We got somebody slicing and dicing. I think that was John Garrett. Saw go from the top to bottom. Gonna try to get this spot on Rittner. Will not be able to do it. Have to tuck in behind. He won't do that now. Now he will. Can't go up now because the 25. We got somebody around. That's Matson. And the 00 are involved in this wreck. Matson, I think, maybe stuck on the wall. He hasn't moved. As that was a hard wreck there. I saw him popped up off the ground. See what Matson did here. Matson, if I had to guess, so maybe Mill is trying to side draft. That's the only thing I could think of. He's trying to side draft him right here. Go slow it down. As he's holding a straight wheel, so maybe oh, he's already heading down the track. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, he's heading down the track, but he's not turning his wheel either. That's kind of a weird incident there. I don't think it was intentional because he's not hunting him down. It was definitely odd from my point of view, though. A lot of cautions here, that's for sure. 77 cautions right now in this race, but that's how some of these tracks go. They don't go the way leagues plan them to. And it's just this track's liking to unload. Track unloads in very certain spots. And what I mean by unload is the rear end. When you go in the corner, it loads, so it puts a lot of pressure. It keeps those tires pinned to the ground. And you go off the corner, the car's going to start to unload because it starts to go up the track. It doesn't need to put that much weight on it, so those rear tires will break loose a lot more often from that. As this, not good. Where did we get this from? Kroger's. That's what in the world? Once again, thank you all for subscribing. I saw that we gained 2 subscribers up to 523. As Kelly, if you're still in here, how's that party going? Y'all going through a lot of tacos and beer? I just want to talk to. I like to talk to chat sometimes when we're under these cautions. Let them know that I do notice that they exist. Have some guys come down pit road. Looks like it's Coley, Quick, Peplinski, Hash, Gregory, Boundy, Ott, and Brian Mill. Brian was involved in that wreck as he still has some right front damage as he just gave himself some more. Wortman is down pit road. Little, he's been sitting in pit lane for a while because he has a destroyed right front. not turning too well. And we saw it wobbling around. If it starts wobbling, it's probably not good. I mean, that's just a guess. I don't like it when it wobbles. I don't think anybody else likes it when it wobbles, that's for sure. Lights are going to go off on the pace car here, though they will get the green next time by. Lap 57, a little bit past halfway for these guys. That's not what I need to look at here. I'm trying to pull up some stats for you all. But Sadusky, he won last week's race. He is not here in this race here, so he can't do a repeat win. Pace car is going to pull off here. It will get the green flag next time, or this time by. As it is in the air, we are back underway here. Drapeau's going to get a big jump. Boyles looks like he will fall in right behind him. Gale did not get a very good restart at all. Getting a little bit loose. Somebody's up in the wall. That's the 44 of Majivka up there. He's going to bounce it off, keep it going, though. Doesn't have damage on it. It seems might have a little bit of steering damage, but it's not going to hurt him quite just yet. Heck, these guys are sorting it out just a little bit. Again, you see the separation of top line, low line, what these guys want to run. Really just depends on how they think their car is going to handle as Balfons has the car step out from him. He's able to save it, though. Drives it off the corner. Good piece of driving there from him, that's for sure. It'll be Drapeau up front and Boyles behind him. Oosterhuis on the bottom. Gale and John Garrett, he's worked his way up here past these guys. We got, yeah, this is where they start. So that's what I mean right by that, is that rear end starts unloading. Saw about two guys smoke their tires coming off the corner because they're so loose. They're just trying to drive it off it, and you can't do anything about that. Really they're going to be catching Alex a little. Alex is multiple laps down. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to get back here. I'm going to show y'all what I mean by this. So you see Rittner shoot down to the bottom. It shouldn't be down there. One. But I want to show you all what I mean by unload. I'll see if it'll do it here again. On Rittner. He might have learned we can't do that because he probably did, but we'll just have to see if he does. Let's see if it happens on Patterson. So it doesn't happen, but you see kind of right there, they hit that bump where the safer barrier ends. That's where that car likes to unload all the time. As we're seeing Drapeau, he's kind of having to deal with Boyles behind him. Boyles is not letting him get out of his sight. Boyles is actually running barely a little bit faster. He can go down to the bottom. Hook that right front a little bit more. Try to get under Drapeau. Drapeau steps out a little bit, not a lot. It's very keen to see it as Boyles is going to let him know that he's there. Give him a look, just peek his nose out every now and then. As I will check on Josh. Guessing you mean Josh Coley, correct? Under the next caution, as we have Boyles going under Drapeau. These guys are going to go side by side into 3 and 4. Side draft hard from Adam Boyles. Going to try to get the position on him, ride that bottom line, and it will not work. Drapeau is going to have a little bit of a run on the outside, but Boyles is going to take that shorter way around. He's going to have to send it in here. Slide it up in front of Drapeau. He's going to brake pretty early, not do that. He's going to allow Drapeau to stay side by side. As he's going to get that move done, Drapeau's going to have a run, but not be able to capitalize off it because he has Klooster, who's below him, fighting him for this second position. You can hear that throttle control from Klooster, who's just pedaling off the corner. I mean, he's just trying not to get turned at this point. you could literally, I don't know if y'all could have heard it, but you could just hear him pedaling it. He wasn't full throttle off because he just couldn't do it. He doesn't have the grip that he needs. Seems like these guys now have gotten settled down just a little bit as Drapeau's losing a lot of positions here. He might have made those right rear tires mad. Or that right front, really, because how some of these guys are running this track. It's a track that if you don't run it right, you're going to feel it on that right front. It'll cook itself very, very quickly. Boyles, he's having to deal with Kushner, who's behind him now. He's trying to catch him a little bit. He's wiggling right there. So, yeah, he was pedaling it early, too. So, sliding like that is going to hurt those rear tires because it's just going to heat them up. And these cars especially, it's really hard to get those tires to cool down. They just don't want to do it. These other guys back here, see the 03 of Kevin Hash, 32 of Half. Back here, he looks like he got most of his damage fixed. As that is a high line there from Hash. That's pretty fun to see. I love riding the high line at some tracks. Luckily, or sadly, iRacing hasn't replicated it fully to where you can really run it like you can in real life. So I like getting up on that cushion, but Hemstreet's trying to make his way back. He has a little bit of right side damage. Probably going to inhibit his turning ability just a little bit. He's trying to side. We got somebody loose back there. Ott almost runs right into the back. That might have been Ott. Who was that? That was Bundy, who almost ran into the back of Masur. I mean, he almost absolutely plowed him. Gets on the brakes hard. Luckily doesn't do that. Could have been really bad there, that's for sure. Cedar Poe just continuing to drop spots. I mean, he's down to 7th as we hard side draft. And Patterson will take that position from him as we got him battling for position up here. Cherry's picking his way through the pack. Gotten by John Garrett. We have the 48 of Pamitat following him through here. He's going to send it in there, slide up in front of Garrett. Now they're going to set their sights on Gale. Your Cherry is running the fast medium. He's running actually a little slower than the leaders, but he's been able to pick his way through it. You said, you know, if you're picking your way through traffic and you get up under somebody, you're going to slow down. You're not going to have the speed that you need like you want. Let's see what they run this time by. I'll pull the lap times there on the left side. So Cherry was pretty even with these guys. They're going to get a lap car here. This is going to mess with them a lot. Boyle's going to have to deal with 32 of Little up in the wall. Probably not too happy with him. Just probably just wanting him to get out of the way. That might mess with his time as Klusterhuis is being right on the rear bumper. And Little, he's just trying to stay out of the way of these guys. He might just be getting caught in these very bad parts of the track. And that happens sometimes. Drivers can't do anything about that. You just catch them in the wrong spot, wrong time. As everybody's around Drapeau. Drapeau is dropping like a rock. He's down to 8. They're inside of 40 to go as Hemstreet up on that wall. That is high up there. Boyles, we kind of look at how Boyles is driving the track compared to Klusterhuis here for about 2 laps. Got some guys who have now dipped down into the mid 25 as Cherry's having to hold off Pamitat. They're catching Gale ever so slightly as Gale's going to put himself in the wall. Wall ride, pull a Kyle Larson here at Rockingham. Almost said Darlington. They have 31 laps left in the race, though, for these guys, but Klusterhuis is not moving off the rear end of Boyles, and this could be a race to the line between these two, and they're running pretty consistent lap times so far. Who's been saving, who's been pushing hard is the big question, because some guys will push a lot harder than others. Some guys will feel like they aren't, but they will be. Back here, everybody's somewhat spaced out. They're not really side by side with each other, which is good. Garrett's dropped a lot of positions. Biggest mover so far is Ryan Pepelinski. He is up 18 positions from where he qualified. So really a driver that doesn't qualify good but races well. That's kind of how I am most of the time too. But Boyles is getting, Klusterhuis is getting right up on the bumper of Boyles. But we have these guys going at it back here. That's Cherry going up under Gale, trying to get this position from him. The 84 being attacked by the 5 as that rear end steps out on Cherry. He's able to save it, though. Cherry's got to make this move and get it done and over with. He's going to send it on that inside. He will be able to get that position. He needs to slide up in front of the 84. He will do that on exit. But Boyles still fighting off the 22. It's all over his bumper. Sorry, still fighting off the 25. All over his bumper right now. Not going away from him, that's for sure. He's gonna make him work for it. Drapeau, he's been dropping like a rock. He started first, or this last restart, he was first. He also qualified first. He's down to 10th right now. Kevin Hash is also a decently big mover. He is up 10 positions from where he qualified. Had some of these guys pit on lap 39. I think they can make it to the end, though, because of how fast this track is. When I say how fast it is, you're not really, it's not a big track, so that 1 gallon goes probably about 3 laps here, if I'm being honest with you. You can go a lot longer on tracks like this than you can on bigger ones. These guys are gonna go at it here. Oh, we got the 48 wiggling off the corner. Tell you what, that is a nice throwback. Who is that has that? That is a nice throwback on Pepelinski's car. I will say that looks pretty cool. I will give him that. That actually looks pretty dang cool. But Drapeau, he is down pit road. So lap 39, maybe he's just banking on tires is going to help him here. This is going to be inside 25 laps. He's probably going to get lapped twice because of this late pit. He was dropping multiple positions, so this may just be a Hail Mary throw from him. See what happens. Hopefully a caution will come. Well, he doesn't actually want a caution. He wants to stay green from this point on. So Drapeau, he will come out, I believe, probably. He'll come out actually this is actually going to be interesting. How fast can Drapeau get? He's going to have to catch him and then catch him again, like Bill Elliott did at Talladega one time. These two have broken off from each other. I mean, they are very far ahead of everyone else. If these guys start battling, they can maybe bring Cherry back into this. I don't see it happening, though, but it is a possibility. Things can happen in races that you think won't, but it'll be coming inside 20 to go here very, very soon. But it's been Boyles and Kluster who's just going at it. I think these guys really just like this track, it seems to be. We have guys coming down pit road, Cherry's in, so maybe they can't make it on fuel. Yeah, this may be they can't make it on fuel here. That's a big possibility. As Cherry, he's going to get lapped once. I don't think he'll get lapped twice because he was coming out. Yep, they can't make it on fuel. That 22 almost spins himself coming on pit road. How aggressive. Oh, the caution just came out. Oh, my Lord. As this may be a gift to Matt Cherry. This might hurt him. I think he'll go a lap down. Yeah, he'll be one lap down, but he should get the wave around. But we'll go back and see what happened. What happened here? Oh, Garrett gets turned by somebody. He gets clipped by the 26. He gets sent around after that, trying to do some dirt track action. Not going to work on a track like this. Sorry, that is a 26 there. Clips him. And he pounds him again. Goes back into the inside wall. Quick, poor thing has nowhere to go. Just drills him in the rear end. That is not what you want to see. As the 26 is somebody else. No, never mind. That's Manning Gregory who got into him. He actually gets some bad damage from it too. But yeah, it's not what you want to see. So these guys are going to come down pit road. This is going to shake up everything. Now this is anybody's race to win. Who can do this? Who can win this race now? This is up in the air. As we will check on Josh, like you asked. Forgot to do that here. We will get him in here. Where is he at? Josh Foley. Snatch him, put him in the booth. Hey Josh, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man? Hey, can you hear me, Josh? I push to talk enabled. We'll have to put him out here then. He may not be able to speak. He does have the flu, so I don't blame him if he doesn't want to say anything. This shakes up everything now. Really shakes up everything. This is anybody's race. Oosterhuis looks like he actually maintains the lead here. So it'll be Pamitat on his outside. The 5 of Cherry probably has to feel. He's either angry or he's like, you got to be kidding me that the caution came out when it did. That's not what you want to see a lot of the time. As I'm checking out a news story, somebody crashed a plane back where my parents were from. We live in a different area. They graduated from a different spot, but that is back in their hometown. Guy was flying his plane and it has crashed. Sadly, he died on that. Not what you want to hear, that's for sure. You never want to see a crash and the death of somebody. So RIP to him. But it'll be 16 laps left in the race here. They're going to be getting the green next time by. Lights are still on the pace car, so got a little bit more time for that. While these guys are doing that, we will just roll this TWR ad very quickly as we got some guys coming down. Oh, they're having to let them by. Yes, so they did not get to keep... Wait, what is happening here? We'll actually keep a hold on that ad. So I'm guessing these guys do not get to keep their position. Yeah, they do not. So... it'll be Pamitat and Balfons up front here, I think. I'll have to see what happens. This is where I think we're going to see a lot more cautions, though, because this is where guys, they see a spot and it's late in the race, and there's no give and take at this point. It's all take right now from them. Lights are off in the pace car, like I said. Going to pull in here. We will get the green flag here. Pamitat and Gale, the front two drivers, as green flag is in the air. We are back underway here in the Iron Thunder Racing League as we got somebody hard in the wall. That will not bring out a caution, I think, because that's the 44 of Paul Majivka. He is hard into it. Going to have to spin it around. He has a broken steering toe link there, so he's going to have to pipe the toe. These guys are going at it up here. Hamitat running that middle line. It's going to be guys burning up their tires. Who cares? You're going to go for the win. We got 15 laps. We got somebody around. That's the 32. Garrett is in it. Drapeau, the 00, is also involved. The 22 is involved as he got back there and dent his front splitter up. Go. That's not the wreck that you need to see here. This is the wreck that I need to see. As Garrett just tapped the 32 barely. Then he taps the 32 again as he's spinning down, and the 97 has nowhere to go. He gets involved in it also. He's going to go hard into the wall. The 00 is spinning down to the inside. Klusterhoofs looks like he's trying to shoot the middle. He's going to get clipped from John Garrett just a little bit. He locks it down after that. And then Boyle's trying to go down to the bottom. Garrett's down there, and he just drills him with his front end. But that's what we're going to see here in this race. Closing laps. No give and take, like I said. We have somebody saying Belfons is the one to watch. We'll just have to see if that is true. Okay, I was going to say, he better not be coming down pit road. He better not be coming down pit road. But while these guys are under their 9th caution, we will take our final commercial break. We will not see any commercials after this. And we are back here. Going to be inside of 10 laps to go, and they get the green flag here at Rockingham. Brandon Pamitat, Christopher Gale, Dave Matson, George Balfons, and Corbin Hemstreet, your top 5 drivers. I have ate something earlier that does not agree with my stomach. I'm sorry, you all. As we see, that is probably, I'm guessing, the wife of Brandon, or son, children, something related to Brandon, cheering him on there. As lights are off on the pace car, like I said, it will pull in this time by. That will get the green flag. Brandon Pamitat and Christopher Gale. The start is on Pamitat as green flag goes. He will go as soon as he enters the zone. Gale gets a pretty good start, though. He will be on that bottom lane. Pamitat will just be ripping that high line. This is where you are putting all the wheel into it, burning off those tires. We got somebody around. That's going to bring out another quick caution. That's the 97 of Drapeau in the wall. This is what Pamitat wants to see, though. See what happens. So, he's up there. Boyles might tag him. Yeah, Boyles gets him here just a little bit. Yeah, just a slap. Yeah, he just gets tagged from Boyles there, and he gets sent spinning. Luckily, I don't think anybody else gets involved in it, though. See, the 32 avoids it. That's Hat. Yeah, he just pounds that outside wall. Or half, sorry. Drapeau just pounds that outside wall. He just locks it up and keeps it up there. So, this is what Pamitat wants to see, though. He wants to see these cautions come out so he doesn't have to worry about racing these guys anymore. So they'll probably get the green flag with 4 laps left in this race, if I had to guess. This will be a sprint to the finish. And Pamitat, I know he wants to see this white flag fly in there. He wants to really see the checkered, because once he gets that, he doesn't have to worry about anything else. We saw people have connection issues the whole night. Evidently, it's not too kind to me either. And one common thing we saw, though, as it's an iRacing side, because the stream continues to stay up fine. I do notice that. So it's iRacing deciding, hey, I'm not going to connect you to the server. I love that when it does that. Don't you all? I love it too. It's absolutely amazing. Ooh, this is gonna get antsy here, that's for sure. Habitat. Looks like that is something iRacing has added in. Can't see oil pressure or the temps to see how... no, that's actually different. Oh, so they're gonna choose here, so they'll probably be getting the green next time by. Lights will go off on the pace car, if I had to guess, the way he's moving up the track. Yep, yellow's still out. See if they go off this time by, and they will, so lights are off on the pace car. I don't expect them to go green or keep it green, because guys are going to turn each other. They're just trying to get all they can right now. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Short track racing. Race car pulls off as Pamatak gets a good jump over the field. Going to be 3 laps left here at Rockingham. Make that 4. Add 1 more lap on there. Make it more antsy for him. Everybody makes it off of turn 2. We got the 03 Pash going there. Never mind, they're wrecking. That's Masur up in the wall quick. Looks like the 5 of Matt Cherry's involved. The 35 of Sawyer Ott also gets collected in it. Hopefully these guys don't have too bad of damage. As Quick is probably going to be squeezed into the wall here. Now, Quick's trying to pull it off the wall. Doesn't want to hit it. And they net code. Yeah, that's a net code on the 43. 43 didn't even get touched. Cherry's on the bottom. Sawyer's trying to turn down to the bottom to avoid the wreck. Cherry actually looks like he doesn't hit it too hard. Sawyer locks it down, slides. Seems like the whole backstretch lets go of it, goes back down to the bottom of the track. Hopefully these guys don't have too bad of damage. They can make the finish of the race here, though. These guys have... Let me look for their green, white checker temps. They have 2 overtime temps. So this is only the 2nd race of the season, too. I'm not sure if they win blocks. Yeah, I need to check that for the next race that these guys are going to be doing. This is gonna get antsy. If I think Pamatat just controlling the lead is what he needs. I mean, I really do think that this is the best thing for him. Again, you know, if you are still watching it, who's your choice or your pick to win this race? Because, I mean, it could very well, Pamatak could bobble off of turn 3. I mean, that's a big possibility that he could bobble it and spin himself out. Because I've saw this happen before. If I had dignity left, it would have been embarrassing. Let's see what Paul said. Wreckfest from Fire, Branson, Demolition Derby. Kelly, actually, the Ghost Cup series, which is what I'm branched off of, it's hence our name, their all-star race is actually legitimately a demolition derby. I kid you not, it is a demolition derby race. Probably the weirdest thing ever to broadcast. I did that last year, and it's just odd. I mean, it really is just freaking weird to broadcast a demolition derby because they're taking each other out. There's no cautions. It's not a big track. They didn't go to Martinsville. They went to, like, some, like, quarter mile. I mean, it was super small, and they were just wrecking each other, and I was like, what is going on? But I know how you feel. It does seem like some wrecks turn into a wreck fest. Lights are going to go off on the pace car, however. So Pamatak, Gale, Matson, Henstry, and Bundy. Top 5 drivers here. Going to get antsy. Will another caution be brought out, or will these guys go green till the end? Yeah, Kelly, that's not an actual joke. You can probably go back and look at it. It's called the Ghost Cup Series. Probably about a year ago, I'd say, roughly around that area. era, I guess to say. Green flag is back in the air. Pamatak gets a good jump again as Valfons gets turned into the wall. That will bring out another caution. 4 or 5 drivers involved. 6 drivers now piling up in it. So Wreckfest continues. Ott is involved. Valfons is involved. Garrett's in it also. Little is involved. Ott, Wortman, all got involved. But it was somebody spinning their tires up there. And we will go to Valfons because that is evidently where it happens. Because I can see him loose already. We'll go from a rear chase view. Yeah, just spins his tires, goes up into Pepelinski. Sawyer has nowhere to go. Cherry gets involved in it, and Valfons collects a 99 in it also. But that's just how some of these races go. These guys are old, worn tires. Just can't get going. Now, I think they're going to have at least one more attempt at an overtime. I think. We'll have to see here. I think they've got one more attempt left at finishing this race under green. If they can't do that, then it will finish at the time of the caution. It will be the driver that was in front of whoever at that point. This chair is not too comfortable. I need to get a new one. This chair is like 5 years old. But it is a racing chair. It's GT Racing. I think that's actually a pretty common chair. I know most people have that. Yeah, boy. This is going to be our last attempt as Preston's front end is destroyed. Mark just crashed. He stopped. Oh, he just stopped. Never mind. I was wondering what happened. He just stopped. It said he crashed. Actually, might have broken steering. Pose, making somewhat of a rebound. The biggest movers now are actually tied. Holy Hash up 18 positions. Biggest loser in positions is Tressenot. He's also got heavy damage on that car. Probably not going to be able to continue like he was before. Pretty smashed in. Nice. Like it. Not at all. We have some. Kelly just said Pamatat probably deserves a win. You know what, Kelly? I'm going to tell him you were talking crap about him just to make him mad. We'll refresh this here for just a second. No, it's been rotating. Never mind. Got some of these logos stay up on the screen for literally, it seems like, centuries. That's what I mean by that. Is the logo's up in the top right. SDK again has updated, and it seems like for the most part they have fixed it. So good job on them, SDK. You do very good job at fixing your overlay stuff. It'll be the last overtime attempt here in the Iron Thunder Racing League here. The Cattle Coat 200 at Rockingham. Cannot be a repeat winner because the winner's not here, but pace car is going to pull off. See if they can make it to this restart. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here. Last overtime attempt. Pamatat jumps out to a pretty big lead over these guys. as they are already through the grass. They are staying green, though. As I'm getting notifications on SDK, they stay green. Manual race control will not throw as we got the 35. Oh, my gosh, we got somebody flipping back there. That is the 00 on his side. That will be the end of the race. Brian Mill was on his side. Looks like he gets swiped from Sawyer Ott, maybe. Oh, he might just get loose on exit, actually. I think he gets clipped by Sawyer. It just gets clipped by Sawyer. See somebody else shooting down to the bottom. He hits that wall hard, flips on his side, and slides probably about 40 to 50 feet. And then he gets tapped by the 43, and that puts him back on all fours there. That was a sight to see, but it will be Hamatat who will actually take home the win here because of that. That was their last green-white checkered attempt that they had. They don't have any more after this. It'll be Brandon Hamatat who will win the race under the yellow flag. So Brandon Hamatat first, Dave Matson second, Corbin Hemstreet, he comes home third. Good rebound from him. Gale and Bundy, the top 5. Boundy, sorry. I almost said Bundy, it's Boundy. Watch him burn it down here, though. Park it in the victory lane that is located on the track here at Rockingham. A little bit of a burnout in it also. That will be the end of the race for. He will come home with the win. I will pull up the race results. You will see these pop up on your screen. We'll go all the way back up to the top and read them off here for you guys. That was odd. That was a very high usage. We will bring in the top 3 drivers, Hemstreet, Matson, and Hamatat here. Let me drag them and put them in a room. As he just blew up, that actually legitimately just scared me. Hey, Corbin, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Gotcha, Bryce.
Man, so you come home third after an up and down race, but, you know, how'd the race go for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered, man?
Very up and down. Yeah, we did good for the first 2 stages, but after that, we really had a hard time. At one point, we were wrecking, and just through matriculation, found ourselves back at the front at the end.
So, no, was there ever a point in the race where you're like, man, my race is over? Because it seems like a lot of guys had that night here.
Yes, in the sense that I knew I might not be winning anymore, but I knew if enough guys had that rough night that we'd find ourselves back up somewhere near the front.
Yeah, I mean, this race was definitely hard on most guys. I don't think anybody probably finished with a 0x, but, you know, you were leading at one point. But how did the car feel overall? You know, how is it going back to a track that isn't even on the NASCAR schedule here?
Oh, I love these old tracks, and honestly, the more bumpy, the tougher they are to run, the more fun, and the better I seem to do. So this was a dream to see on the schedule. I was looking forward to it. Couldn't have asked for a better result, and a lot of fun racing. I just had a great time start to finish.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah. I want to thank VRX. I want to thank Rebel Racing for dragging me back onto the sim. Want to thank everybody at Iron Thunder and you guys in the booth broadcasting this thing, man. This has been a lot of fun to run, and it's just as fun to watch too.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good third place finish tonight, though, man.
Thanks, man. You too.
That was Corbin Hemstreet, the third place driver. We will bring in the second place driver, and Dave Matson. Let me snatch him and bring him up here. Hey, Dave, this is Bryce in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you finished second after up and down race, but how did the race go for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered, man?
Like you said, it was an up and down race. I felt pretty confident in the car tonight, and this is the track that I wasn't really sure on. I've not done real good on this track in the past, and I don't know what the reasons of it was, but so I mean, for us to come out second and have a performance the way we did, I really hated after that really long run. I really hated to see that caution because we had fuel to go to the end. I mean, I was just hoping for it to go green all the way because I really thought we could have won that. We had green, we had gas, so we were good to go.
Yeah, I mean, but how is it going back to tracks that aren't on the NASCAR schedule anymore? Because it seems like most drivers either have a love or a hatred for them. But now, what was your take on this track running it here?
Oh, I like the track. I just wasn't very good on it in the past. We came here in the Xfinity car and the ARCA car, and I just stunk the place up. And I don't have a reason for it. I don't know. But in this car right here, it seemed to suit me. You've just got to be real easy on the throttle coming out of two, and you got to be patient. Back your corners up quite a bit. I mean, I was really backing them up a long ways, and when the other guys were talking about their tire wear, they were like at 75 and 74, and I was still at 83. So it was paying off in the long run. Like I said, I just wish it would have won green all the way.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a long run track. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, we got Miller American, we got M&M Motorsports, U.S. Navy, AMSOIL. Thank you guys for broadcasting it and everything, and thanks for Sawyer and everybody at ITRL for putting this on.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good second place finish tonight, man.
Thank you very much.
That was Dave Matson, the second place driver. I think I've been saying, do you have a coffee? I had a speech. When I was younger, I used to not be able to speak. I'm getting tired. Used to not be able to speak pretty well, and I think I'm going a little bit too fast talking, so I need to slow down a little bit. But we will drag this other guy in here. We will drag Brandon in here very soon. I have to respond to a customer. Let me snatch him in here, though. So, let me... Come here, Brandon. Hey, Brandon, this is Bryce in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Man, so you come home with the win here tonight. Seems like you had to battle the whole entire night, but how did the race go for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered, man?
I'll tell you, the drop of the green flag did not go well. We ended up getting really loose and not able to correct it on lap 1. So that really pushed us to the back after what I thought was a decent qualifying run. But it was definitely a tough track. Tires just chewed them up really quick. The car was snappy loose. You had to really work through the field. It was tough to pass at some points, but as the race went on, I started getting really comfortable with it. I sort of understood how the car was going to drive and what lanes were picking up speed on the long runs, and I sort of put it all together throughout those runs and got myself out in the front due to that late yellow and just stayed there.
So was there ever a point in the race where you're like, oh, this is over, I'm not going to have any chance at winning here?
Yeah, lap 1, I really put myself in a negative attitude. I spun out and I was like, man, now I'm in the back. The car is really loose. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it. And, as time went on, I avoided a few wrecks. And like I said, I got the hang of it. I understood how the car was going to handle out of the corners, into the corners, what lanes were picking up. There was another point where this guy was like 20 miles an hour off the pace and couldn't get around him and lost 7 spots. I was pretty upset about that, but just keep driving, working hard, and get yourself back up to the front.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I want to thank John G with Goose Graphics. He did the paint scheme for this car. Absolutely amazing. Fort Worth Screen Printing, John Garrett. Those guys are amazing too. John's doing the ARCA series this year, so I wish him the best with that. I want to thank my dad. He's a big supporter of me. Always gives some calls and stuff like that. He was actually showing me old races earlier today because first time here at Rockingham, so I didn't know what to expect. So I was watching all those races, trying to figure out what grooves could kick in over time and stuff like that. And I want to thank you for the broadcast. You do a great job week by week, and I'm looking forward to next week.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Hopefully, I'll see you in victory lane next week, man. Go celebrate that victory.
I hope so. Thank you.
That was Brandon Pamitat, the race winner. We will go over the finishing order here now. Brandon Pamitat first, Dave Matson second, Corbin Hemstreet third, Christopher Gale fourth, Sean, where's the paper at so I don't say his name wrong? Sean Boundy, you gotta be kidding. Boundy, sorry. 6th, Josh Coley. 7th, Kevin Hash. 8th, Storm Patterson. 9th, Raymond Rittner. 10th, Brandon Klusterhuis. 11th, Eric Drapeau. 12th, Manning Gregory. 13th, Matt Quick. 4th, Matt Cherry. 15th, Kevin Masseur. 16th, Daniel Half. 17th, John Garrett. 18th, George Balfons Jr. 19th, Tristan Ott. 20th, Brian Wortman. 21st, Brian Mill. 22nd, Adam Boyles. 23rd, Sawyer Ott. 24th, Ryan Pepelinski. 25th, Mark Math. 26th, Alex Little. 27th, Paul Majivka. And 28th was Dylan Hale. Pretty sure that's race control. That is race control because it says admins, but not a bad race overall. Tracks like this are going to be a little bit harder for some of these guys to drive. And it's really wore down. Guys don't get a lot of time on them because it's not on the service normally. It was definitely a pretty good race. I mean, there was a lot of cautions, that's for sure, but that's going to happen. But y'all are free right now. Austin is currently streaming Ron Morris Money Racing from Daytona. If y'all are bored and want to hop over there and start watching some other stuff, that's an option for y'all. I recommend y'all probably end up doing that. That'll be a good thing for him. But I will let y'all all go. Hopefully, I will see you on Thursday in the Ghost Cup Series.